Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mention. I thought I'd come back and say hello, wish you a good day, and then talk about the transcendental psychology, the reconnection to our inner self. For we are moving into another dimension, but our physical cell are being accelerated and will eventually fuse into the light, will become light body. But for now, we have to understand that what is coming together in fifth dimension realization is the harmonization of the mental and the emotional, the resolution of the mental scenario. For we'll still live in physicality, but as we ascend, we'll be more connected. We'll have so much more insight and connection inside in relationship to all things and ourselves. And so Spirit is informing me I'm going to be able to turn the page on all those little problems that I had. I will always remember 2019 as the year of hell for me. It's been hell. But I'm trying to keep my smile and my optimism no matter what happened. Our understanding, we become what we think. Whatever we think, whatever we produce, whatever it is the fruits of what was from the Buddha. Buddha always thought whatever we think, we become. And so it is for me. It's since the mid 80s I've been realizing that God is, and that I have the potential of becoming one with that Creator, with that Source. And so it is my final destination, whether it is happening within this lifetime or it will happen afterwards. It doesn't. It will happen when it happens. But it's like it's definitely the direction I choose. For everybody has to choose their own direction, to choose what's most essential for them. I thought about to speak about also the understanding that we all possess all the vices and all the virtue, but some of them are dominant within ourselves. So a lot of people are dominated by vice and have very little virtues, but they have it within themselves, they just haven't cultivated. So it's good to keep things in balance, to let the virtue dominate all the vices, and to choose one virtue that feels strong, so that's something that stabilizes us. For what the virtues will bring us stability and happiness, when the vices could bring us pleasure, but it's very, very short lived. And so, in many sense, we want to be virtuous, but we do not want to be overly virtuous also, because life becomes boring. There is no we have to keep things in balance, and too much virtue is a vice. It's like an excess of virtue. So it's about bringing balance into our reality, our life, being outside of judgment. For we shouldn't be in judgment within ourselves, of ourselves, because we do not have all the ins and outs, the keys of judging. Even in the universe, the higher universe, the Creator Son and the Divine Mother are never in judgment of the world that are, or beings that are in rebellion. Like in this, we were in quarantine in this planet because of a celestial rebellion. But it's never the Father, Mother, God that are asked to judge upon their creation. It comes from the Ancient of Days, and the court of the Ancient of Days sends this tribunal of divine counselors, perfecters of wisdom, and divine and universal senses that will eventually, because there has to be enough free will to make the game fun and exciting, but there come a point in time where the evolution comes to devolution, and so there is a judgment is necessary. Even from the paradise standpoint, the Father, the Son, or the Spirit, the three great sources, never judge individually anything or anyone. When there is a judgment that needs to be done, it happens through the deity absolute, which is the paradise Trinity. It's always through the Trinity. When God needs to judge, he always judges through that process. And so we want to let go of judgment, but we want to know that there's going to be a separation of timeline for all those who are not willing, able, or ready to move into this more loving situation. All those that maybe that wants to continue to cultivate the darkness will not probably survive very long on this planet as the frequency arises. And so we want to focus on this code, the 00101110. It is the opening to the multi-dimensional universe, the eternal nowness of now, of time. And we have the internet for the freedom of speech. The internet was created for freedom of speech, for communication, for non-localized to create a synergetic consciousness on the planet, and it's going to be upgraded to a telepathic web that will be far more powerful. I'm going to pull a few cards. I just thought I'd come and make a video today before I go to what is the highest wisdom for us today is destiny. Our destiny is written one day at a time. Everything we do, everything contribute to this process of destiny. What we need to do is understand this creation. We are part of the creation, but we are creating and recreating reality each and every moment. What we need to do is complementarity, to fit in within the puzzle of our life, to be integrated within our soul plan, to feel, and the outcome is equilibrium. It is balance. It is. So it is good that this year everything will be to solve all those old process, so we can be free to experience life in a much higher perspective next year. I wanted to say that I see that they're sending, they're beginning to start on astrology and the scientific community. I don't know why they haven't accepted to receive communication. There is no government or association that have established a protocol to communicate with advanced extraterrestrials. But it will come. Right now they're studying nearby solar systems, and right near us, the two closest solar system, Alpha Centauri and Sirius, are very advanced star nations. They're very advanced civilization. So it's good that we start paying more interest to what's going on, really, but we have to pacify ourselves before we can before we can be integrated within the Federation of Light. Also understanding that when we seek life, biological life in the universe, we'll find a lot more when there is multiple star systems. This very single star system like ourselves is much more difficult. Life has more difficulty to establish itself when there's multiple star system, like in Alpha Centauri or in Sirius. There is plenty of physical life is abundant. So once we'll be able to get the technology to go there, we'll be able to understand that we're not alone. And the closest Earth globe that I've seen in my travel, where I was shown, was in the Pleiades. It's like a sister planet to the Earth. It really looks like the Earth, but it's 500 light years away. It's a bit farther away. And so I'm gonna sing a song, pull a few cards. I'll pull one more card from the Archangels. Behind me is a painting of an easel on a planet, and there's this guy and this scene here, and there's all those flying saucers all around it. It's like a first contact coming up, and this is a painting that's a work in process. It's like a Christmas tree, and then with the great I Am presence on top, and there's the star on top symbolizes the I Am presence that dominates all dimensions. And yet it's about the prana and the akasha, and the six magic power, the four virtues of the heart, and the six perfection. It's something that's in progress, in process. So I'm going to sing a song just to finish. It's an old song from 1967, same band that I sang yesterday. It's called With a Shade of Pale. It goes like this. We skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels, cross the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, and the waiter brought his tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see, that I wandered through my plain calm, and I would not let her be one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that a face that first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale, turned a whiter shade of pale, turned a whiter shade of pale. Well, thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you enjoy your holiday seasons with friends and family. I'm really looking forward to clear up all those administrative process and move on. I wanted to conclude with saying that we want to become one with the infinite soul, and the I am presence for the infinite soul is a process, an eternal process of growth, and we integrated within that. We have no choice. Nobody can escape the soul. And to understand that God is like a guest. We are the guest of life. We are the guest within life. But God is also a guest that we have called for. But we called on him or on her, and when we forgot him at the train station, or he's waiting at the door, but we haven't opened. So make space for receiving that Creator. For God is in all things. He's in the chaos, but it's in the silence and meditation that will find him, find her. And to make your space, your inner space, as ready as possible, to breathe consciously, to be free, and to be ready to welcome that source, that Creator within. And I hope this end of the year will bring a lot of increase in spiritual energy, that we'll be able to enter the new year with a completely new energy, with completely new potential. There's two cards. One that escapes is the Eight of Raphael. The best is awaiting you. Do what you know to be good for you, a spiritual quest. And then the other card is the Three of Ariel. Do what you love. Professional or artistic evolution, work in team and cooperate. So it's going to be a lot of connection, friendship, connection, whether it's professional or personal. It's going to be a lot of new connection and a lot of cooperative work for together. We'll be a lot stronger once we get together to realize those things that we have in common, and it's always a win-win situation in any event. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.